Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and I'm very excited about today's video. It's all about gifts for our crafty friends. So this is not just sewing, it's crafty fun things. I'm going to share with you some items that I have bought for gifts, some items that I use all the time, and just some other fun things. I have some lower end items and some higher end items. And what I'm really excited about is an announcement that I'm going to make at the end of the video. And I do hope you stick around to hear that announcement. I do like to do cross stitch, and when I cross stitch there are some items that I really like to have as I'm doing this. I do like to keep my thread organized, so I use these reusable thread bobbins. And you can get them in all different sizes, shapes, and patterns. I do like to keep track of my needles, and I have this little magnetic needle holder. It has a magnet on the back. I'm able to put it on my shirt or in my project. And that's another thing that you can get in many different sizes, styles, and patterns. To keep track of my needles, I do have these little things, and I bought them from Amazon, and I do have an extra set that I'm going to be giving away to my daughter. And it's where I store all my needles. And they stay nice in that container. It does up for safekeeping, and it's nice looking. And you can keep more than cross-stitch needles in those. I have one that I'm going to be giving to someone who loves toothpicks. And it's a great way to carry them as you're on the go. These I was able to get from Amazon. You get 2 in a pack, and they're somewhere around $10. As I'm stitching, I do like to use a thread conditioner. So I have this little container of thread conditioner. You can see I've used it quite a bit. Now this one has a scent, it's tropical, but you can also get them in non-scented. They're made with soya wax and coconut oil, and they are really nice on the hands, and I find my hands feel quite nice after I finish the project. So it conditions the thread, but it also keeps my hands from drying out. And for cross stitch, you can get so many different patterns and so many different threads. These items sit right beside my sewing machine, and I use them all the time. I have a little cutting mat. You can see I've used it a lot. It comes in a cute little package. You can also get a square one that has a turntable attached to it. I do a lot of different sewing, so I have a box with a lot of different sewing machine needles in it. So this was just a craft box. I spray painted it. I just put some fun corners on it, and I glued this little pad on the top. And it is called My Pad. It's actually designed by Schmetz needles, and it is designed so that we can put our needles in place. So I've taken this needle out of the machine and I've put it in the appropriate place. These are needles that I have used, but I can still use them again. And this little pin is what is in my sewing machine now. This cute little lamb I keep right beside my sewing machine, so I keep a lot of my tools in it. Now it's not designed for sewing machines, it's designed for knitting. And you can get more than one lamb. This little one is a stand-up version. He has a ribbon attached to him so we can put a pair of scissors on the end. We have pockets that we can put knitting needles in and anything that we need, and it's going to sit right beside our knitting. And it comes in this cute little gift bag. I have a friend who has just started sewing, so I've picked her up a little set. This I picked up on Amazon. You can get many different layouts and many different styles. You can also get them in a wooden box, so they could all store together in that nice wooden box. Another fun thing to consider are pre-designed sets. So we have a set of thread, and this is a 100% polyester Metrozine Metler thread. This is an all-purpose thread and it has the most popular all-purpose colors. This is a cute little set for someone who likes to do some knitting. And I have the pictures on the back, but I'm going to show you the inside. So you have that book format, and when you open it up, you have this little spool of thread, tiny needles, knitting needles, patterns, layouts. This is designed so that you can make a little knitted sock. So it's this size. The pattern also shows you how to make an ornament using these tiny little knitting needles and with your leftover yarn. Now you can get these in knitted, crocheted. You can also get little mitts. If you're more into quilting, you can get projects that are all designed for you. Now these two kits are from Riley Blake, and they come with all of the fabric and the pattern. So this container, it looks like a canning jar, so it makes this table runner with all of the canning jars and a nice storage container. This one comes in a nice hard box. It has all these beautiful spools, and this is the table runner that this kit is going to make. If you like to do paper piecing, or you know someone that likes to do paper piecing, you can get these little booklets. They have 42 pages of those papers already cut out, designed for us. The directions are printed right on the front, so you don't have to worry about losing anything. They're all right there. They come in many different sizes, styles, types, and if you get one that will match some pre-cuts, that makes a nice gift right there. Of course, books are always a great thing. Here's an example of a book that talks all about making quilts with your scrap fabrics. So there's tons of patterns in this book, and they talk about storing your scrap fabrics. So if you know someone who doesn't want to throw away fabric, this is a fun book to give to them. If you or someone likes to design your own projects, you can get design books. Now these are from the Quilter's Planner. You can get a knitting one and a quilting one. They are nice bound books where you can keep track of needles, your projects, and there's lots of graph paper that you're going to be able to use. The one for quilting is very similar. You have projects, so you can keep track of the projects that you're making for your friends or special occasions. And once again, we have lots of areas where we can fill out the information on a project that we're working on, and lots of paper to do some designing. This I will be using this year to design some quilt patterns to put on my video. I also like to knit. I like to knit with chunky wool, t-shirt wool, thin little wools, and because I knit a few projects at a time, I do need more than one needle. So I have this nice set of needles, and it comes all bundled up. These are interchangeable needles, which means I can put a needle onto this nice flexible wire, put some ends on, or I can put two needles on each end, and there's all different sizes. It even comes with a pen, a little pocket with some lovely accessories. This also opens up and stays up. And in the back, there's a magnet that holds my pattern, so I know exactly where I am as I'm knitting. When I'm done, I just fold that back up and it stays nice and neat, and it fits in my projects wherever I go. This little set is a beautiful set of needles, and it's from Knitter's Pride, and it comes in a lovely little package just like that. So instead of buying one needle at a time, this comes with 13 beautiful premium needles that you will have for a lifetime. So this is definitely the more expensive item because you are getting all of those knitting needles at one time, the beautiful carrying case, and all of those accessories. So these are some of the things that I think would make nice gifts. They're things that I'm using on my own, and they're things that I have bought for gifts. Now the fun, exciting part about this video is because it is a video all about gift giving, I am going to fill this box with a lot of these gifts, plus whatever I can find from my sewing room, and give you a chance to win this box. So let's get the box filled and I'll tell you all about it. Let's put in a couple of those kits because I think they are great little things. Let's add in that needle pad, our silly little knitting lamb. Let's put in some thread, that little ornament kit, the knitter's planner, some of those paper pieced items. Let's put in those cutting mats, the cross stitch pattern, some thread tamer, a needle keeper, the bobbin holders. We might as well put in a tape measure, and of course you are going to need some sewing machine needles. And if we have sewing machine needles, we need a guide all about sewing machine needles. Oh, let's add this. My girlfriend makes these little wine charms. Let's put that in there. Put a spool of thread so you can gift up one of those items. Let's put that in. And this was sent to me by Ann Jefferson's, which is a distributing company, to give to you. So that is going in. Well, I do have some more room. So let's get some more fabric. That should fit in here. Nice bundle from Timeless Treasures. I have another little hole in there. Some fat quarters will fit in there, and that's from Annie's Fat Quarter Club. Hold on, I gotta let the air out. I did make this little coaster. That might be fun. How about a day timer? Will that fit in? I have another spot here I need to fill so it doesn't bang around. Let's do some pre-wound bobbins. Oh, I know what I can add. I made this little traveling needle keeper. So you could put your spools of thread. It has a book for your needles. Let's put that in. And I think that's all I'm going to get in there. And no gift is complete without a card. Thank you for all your support. Love, Laura. We might as well put the pen in, and my little thank you card will go in as well. So now I can package up this box, and one lucky person is going to win this entire box. I just want to thank some of those wonderful companies that have sent me these gifts to send to you. And Jefferson's has sent stuff. The Quilter's Planner, Fat Quarter Shop, Riley Blake, and Schmetz Needle have all contributed to this gift. Now, in order for you to win this gift, you need to be part of my newsletter. I do not have any information through the newsletter other than your name and your email address. So you need to answer that email that says you've won after you have seen that newsletter. And all the information is in that newsletter. The newsletter gives you information on what's coming up, videos that have been there for the last month. There's links that you can get free patterns and discount codes. You have an opportunity to win something once a month, all in that newsletter. And in December 1st newsletter, one person is going to win this entire box. Now, I have not figured out the value of this box, but the knitting needle set alone is over $200. Oh my goodness, it's heavy. So this gift is my gift to you. I do hope you sign up for the newsletter, and I wish I could give everyone the box, but this time, instead of doing a lot of little gifts, you're going to have the chance for the one big box. I'll put some links in the description for you. Bye for now. Happy shopping!